Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Paula, and today we've got Christine Radlmann with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Paula. Thanks so much for having me. I absolutely love the name of your podcast.
It's good. It took a little while to come up with it, but yeah, I think it suits me and Donna. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. So yeah,
it suits me as well. I just last Friday I had a gig, and my bassist said, "Christine, I think you might be a little bit crazy," and I was like, "Duh."
You have to be crazy to be in the music industry. I think you've got to have that slight craziness to be in it. So you know, it has to be there. It has to be there. Perfect. So our first question, which is normally the hardest question, who is Christine Radlmann? And also tell us about Southpaw as well.
I'm going back to the word random that you used with me offline. Because one of my best friends from college actually voted me most random, because I don't think that Christine is one thing. Ugh, I hate talking about myself in the third person. But I feel like something of like a Renaissance woman, where I'm not just a country singer. I'm not just a writer. I'm not just a mom. I'm kind of all these things in one package. I basically like to do what's fun, what inspires me, what gives me butterflies. I'm a big believer in butterflies, because that, I feel like, is what keeps you alive. So Christine is chasing butterflies.
I love that. Chasing butterflies. That's perfect. That's perfect. And tell us about the band, Southpaw. How did that come about? I know you came together in 2018. So how did that come about?
So Colin and Sean, my two bandmates, they already had a band going that I busted my way into because they were so talented, and I became a female vocalist with them. And then eventually we realized, hey, why don't we start writing our own country material? It suited my voice because I had been a country cover band singer for 10 years or so, and it suited their writing style and their love of the genre, and they're both phenomenal musicians. So it just kind of all came together as Southpaw a few years ago, and we have been blazing forward ever since.
Which is good. Which is good. Where did the name come from? Southpaw. I mean, it's such a cool name. It's very different. It's very out there. I'm just wondering where it came from.
Thank you. Well, shout out to my son. He's a lefty.
Okay.
But I like to think of it more as a metaphor, because we are not what people think of when they think of country music. Because if you can't tell from my accent, I am not from the South in America. I'm from New Jersey, as are my bandmates. So people are thrown by that when they first hear that, and we like to think of ourselves as the switch hitter, the left hook of country music.
I love it. That is so cool. That is very, very cool. That is, a different way of looking at it. And as you said, most of the artists we do interview from the South, or we do have a lot of them from Australia. I have to say, it's a huge,
huge in Australia.
Huge, which is very cool, very, very cool. So tell us, your recent single, "Breaking Up with Broken," which is absolutely awesome. I love it. Your voice sounds amazing in it. Tell us all about that.
Thank you, Paula. So we like to take a song genre and slightly turn it on its head. So it's not your typical breakup song that's just depressing, because anybody can write a depressing song where you're just wallowing. And I love that this song has an arc to it. And at the end, it's uplifting, it's inspiring, and it's about not being broken by your breakup. And believe me, I cried many times during the performance of this in the recording studio. You can kind of hear that my vocals are a little raw in it. And I really appreciated that my bandmates, they liked that. We left that on the track, that rawness, instead of trying to make it absolutely perfect, because we wanted it to be genuine and have everyone feel what we felt when we were writing and recording it.
Definitely. I think you need to hear that, because I think sometimes things are too well done in the studio. And I think, you need to hear how the artist really feels about it. I mean, there's a Jennifer Nichols song that I can't remember the name of it.
Ooh,
And in the video, she actually cries through it. And
actually
she just
cried.
doesn't change. And it's absolutely amazing because you see that emotion. And I think from the listener's point of view, hearing the emotion through it is what we want. You don't want this you know, perfectly produced songs. You want to hear what the artist is feeling and everything else. So,
Yes,
and you can,
agree.
as I said, you can really hear it through the song. So
Oh, good.
absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So tell us, who are some of the sheroes? Who are some of your sheroes, even?
You said heroes?
Yeah, well, we call it sheroes. So it's the women in
Heroes!
the.
Oh, of
There
course,
you go.
heroes. Well, probably everyone says Dolly Parton.
Of course.
How could you not? She's the most amazing and prolific songwriter. I loved her as a kid, even just her whole image.
Mm.
I was always like fascinated by that. But then for a more like contemporary shiro, I really like what Kelsey Ballerini is doing because she is a surprisingly poetic writer. In fact, she even came out with a book of poetry. And I loved what she said, something like, you know, I'm not going to be like a face in the industry forever. Basically saying like, yeah, I know, looks fade and I might be the pretty girl now, but it's my writing that
Yeah.
has, gotten me here. And I thought that was so cool. And her poetry was actually really good. I went to grad school for writing, so I'm
Okay.
always drawn toward lyrics that are more like poetry.
Yeah.
And so I really dig what she's doing.
Awesome. Awesome. That's perfect. I love it. Okay. So are you ready for these 13 crazy questions?
I love it. 13 is my daughter's lucky number.
It's my lucky number two. I must
Oh,
admit, I was in Scotland. I've never noticed this before. I probably haven't been. I know on airlines you don't have to seat 13. But we're in this hotel in Scotland and there was no room 13. I'm thinking, really? I was born on the 13th, so it's got to be lucky. I was born
everything
13.
colliding. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, where's number 13? Where is it? It's just a room for flip's sake, but there you go. You have to laugh. Okay, so 13 crazy questions. These are questions for us to get to know you,
I
more
love
about
it. I
you
love it.
rather than the music. So good fun. Some of them are a bit more quirky, so you'll love it. Okay, the first question. What is your favourite type of transport?
Type of transport.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know what you call it in your neck of the woods, but we call it a beach cruiser, which is a bike, like kind of an old-fashioned bicycle that you sit a little bit low in, and it's got big wheels,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's yeah. So I love the beach. I love shore towns, and that's my favorite thing is to ride one of those bicycles. Doesn't go fast, really hard to get uphill, but it's so cute, and I feel like I'm in the 1950s when I'm on it. I have a turquoise color one.
Oh, that is all. We need to see pictures of that. I think we need to see.
Okay,
That would be
with a
awesome.
little basket in the front.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. It sounds like fun. My phone is just like fun. Technology never works for you, does it? Okay.
Oh, I know.
So, if you're having a bad day, what's your feel good TV show or film that you'd go to?
If I'm having a bad day, what TV show? So something I always go back to is the original Sex and the City. The original
Okay,
one,
yep,
not the new one.
the first one.
Not the
The
new one.
very, very
The,
first.
yes, the original one, I actually had it on DVD, the whole box set, and I
Oh,
played
yeah.
it so many times that it didn't even work anymore. So there's no episode of that show that I don't adore and love and would rewatch a million times. And something I've been rewatching recently is I don't know why I'm blanking on the name, the one with Moira Rose and the Rose family, and they why am I blanking on the name?
That's not
They're like
shit's
the
creek,
down
is
and
it?
out, the Schitt's Creek.
There you go.
Schitt's Creek.
Look at that. I
So
haven't
funny.
watched it yet. I have heard about it. I've heard it's very funny, but I haven't got around to watching it yet, so I'll have to check that out.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah.
so good.
Have you watched the new episode, the new season of Sex and the City or not? With just the three of
I
them?
yes, I did. I feel bad. I don't want to trash talk any heroes out there because certainly
It's different.
Sarah Jessica Parker is a hero actually of mine, but
Yeah.
boy, a very different show than what it used to be.
It is different. Yeah, I must admit. There we go. We'll go with the different page. Okay. If you could write, if it could. Oh yeah, this is a good one. So, if I came to you and said I had a dead body, do you know where to hide one?
Yeah, I do.
Are you going to tell me or not?
That would be at my mom's house.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love
mom's
it.
house.
We're going to Mum's, are we? I love it. We'll just put it in the trunk and just drive around. That'd be cool. Okay. If you could write with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
I mean, I can't help but say Dolly. She's just a master lyricist. And plus, I think she would be so much fun to hang out with. One of my friends met her recently and said she is just as likable and real and very present in person and really focuses on you and is not like this weird celebrity that you would expect in person. So I got to say, Dolly.
Dolly. And you think with someone like, she's been around for so long, she's been in the industry a long time. I've
Yes.
watched a lot of interviews with her, but she always seems she hasn't changed from the moment she came into this industry to
That's a
now.
good point.
Her attitude never seems to have changed. Always stayed the same, which is amazing because you do see how people evolve and change and everything else, but she always seems to have that balance the whole way through, which is amazing.
And I guess that's what happens when you're genuine. I remember someone asked Oprah Winfrey, like, what is the key to success? What's the key to your success? And she said, it's one word, authenticity. Yeah. And I feel like that's Dolly. Even though her whole persona doesn't look authentic, her personality, 100% authentic.
Yeah, definitely. I bet she's awesome, I must admit. Okay. If your life was a reality show, what would it be called?
Oh my gosh. It probably would be called This Random Life. I mean, I think people would be shocked to see, all the things I like. I mean, I love fishing. I could go fishing 365 days a year. I'm actually extremely good at it.
Oh, okay.
So random things like that people wouldn't expect, that don't go with another piece of me. I bake a lasagna once a month and deliver it to a family in need, which is kind of random, pretty random volunteer activity.
It's sweet. That's a really nice thing to do. I would just give them the money because if I baked, I'd probably poison them. So it's probably safer to buy it for them.
You know what? On Monday, I had a person I had to deliver to, and I had been visiting my mom at the hospital, so I didn't have time to bake one. So I had to run out and get like a deli to make it, and it was like a disaster. But I got it there.
Perfect. Well done. Well done. I love that. That is awesome. That's so sweet. Okay. What artist would you love to do a duet with?
So I would love to do a duet with Miranda Lambert, and I've always wanted to do one with her. I love that she too is always herself, and she seems very chill. And I love that she'll be on stage with like a red Solo cup, drinking beer while she's performing. So I think she would be a hoot to perform with. Same with Lainey Wilson. I think she seems like a barrel of laughs.
Oh, Lainey, yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, Lainey Wilson. I think she would be so much fun to perform with.
Definitely. I love Lainey. I think she's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay. If you owned a bar, what would you call it?
Oh, so this was a contest once to name a restaurant. Like, what would you call a restaurant? And because I love randomness, I was going to call it We Don't Sell Hot Dogs. That's what I was going to call my, and I might as well call the bar that. We don't sell hot dogs. And people would be like, what does that mean? Like, what is this place? And they would come in and be like, oh, it's a really cool bar. And they don't sell hot dogs.
If you're from New Jersey, don't they sell hot dogs over there? Isn't that New York, isn't it?
There is, yes. Some of the New York bars, you can get a free hot dog with your drink. I mean, they're sitting out all day.
Yeah.
I've never eaten one myself from one of those places, but yeah, we don't sell hot dogs. That's the name of my bar.
That is awesome. I love
Come on down.
And everyone's gonna be like, "What is this place?" They will just walk in just because of the name.
That's what. Yeah.
Yes, that's very smart. There's good thinking in that. Okay, so what scares you the most? So moving away from failure or anything like that, what scares you?
So the number one thing I'm scared of is dying while my children are young.
Oh,
So much so that I have sent multiple emails to my husband where the subject line says, "In case I die," with all of these instructions, and sometimes there'll be notes to the kids.
oh
And
my
I,
God.
I do this regularly. I'm a morbid person. This is why I'm a writer. But yeah, that's my fear. I just keep saying, like, I just want them to get, I change it every time. I want them to get to age 18 before I die. And then when they get to 18, I'm going to say, well, I just want them to get to 21. And then I'll change it when they're at 21. Like, you just feel
You're
like
not gonna
you're,
die young. No,
well, knock on wood.
no, I would not. Nothing around me is wood. That doesn't really help.
I know, me neither. I'm on a fake wood table.
Damn. Okay, so what would your plan be if you were caught in a zombie apocalypse?
What would my plan be if I was a zombie?
No, if you're caught in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, so here's what I would do, and no one has addressed, no, this has never been in anything. Okay, Paula, so someone's going to steal this idea. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'm going to seduce the zombies. Okay, no one has attempted this. I'm going to figure out how you seduce. I'm going to be the zombie seductress. And they're gonna, it'll like confuse them because they'll be like, oh, I want to kill her, but like I like her. What do I do? And that's how I'm going to escape the apocalypse.
That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Most people come up with the same sort of thing, you know, you're going to hide in the basement, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But
No, I'm confronting it head on with flirting. It's my superpower.
I love it. Flirting, I love it. We could do classes. Flirting with
yeah, you'd be like, zombie? Oh my gosh, you look great. Is that drool?
I love it. That is awesome. They won't stand a chance. They won't stand a chance. What is your guilty food pleasure?
Oh, so my favorite word is candy. It's literally my favorite word. I love candy, and especially anything gummy, like the brand Haribo. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Oh,
Haribo gummy cherries. Absolute favorite. It's like I'll sometimes buy that as a treat if I have a really big accomplishment happen or whatnot. Like that's my celebratory thing, those gummy cherries.
They don't last. As soon as you open the packet, you can't just.
I know.
It's like, I'll just have one, and I'll just have another one. Before you know it, the packet's gone. It's like,
gone.
Damn it.
Oh, I know.
And there's so many different Haribos now. You got the mixed ones. You've got the bears. You've got the cherries. You've got
yes, sorts. And I do like them all, but the cherries are my favorite.
Cherries your favorite. I love it. Okay, what is the weirdest thing in your fridge?
Let me think. The weirdest thing in my fridge. Okay. Pineapple mustard. Pineapple mustard. It's a mixture of mustard and pineapple. So it's like a sweet mustard. I'm kind of a mustard freak. Okay. And I love all kinds of mustard. I like putting it on sandwiches or like dipping pretzels into mustard. So if I find an interesting flavor, I'll give it a try. I have to say the pineapple mustard is not very good, but
it's not very
I tried.
Good. Sweet and hot at the same. That's a bit
sweet hot. I love sweet hot. I have pickles in there called slow burn pickles, and they are also sweet and very hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the pineapple mustard. It's like the question about the pineapple on the pizza, isn't it? Should it be on pizza or not? There you go. Okay. Oh, I've got the same question here twice. Okay, the fun question. The toilet roll, does it hang inside or outside?
Toilet paper roll?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely outside.
Perfect. Good answer.
Absolutely.
If you said the other way, you'd be cut off. It has to hang on the outside. It has to. Okay. Last question. If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you like to go?
I'm dying to go to Greece. So that's my next bucket list spot. This summer, I'll be going to Bavaria in Germany,
Okay.
and that's also on my bucket list. So I'll be checking that one off. And then next, I think Greece is on the agenda.
Awesome. Awesome. I've never been. No, I've been to the Greek islands, but I haven't actually
Oh,
been to to Greece itself. But there you go. And of course, I currently live in Spain, so that's even better. But yeah, that was fun.
that was so. I love random questions. This was so much fun because people always ask the same questions
Yeah.
in interviews. So that was 13 questions I haven't been asked before, Paula. What a delight.
Wait till next time, there'll be even more different ones. So tell us, what does 2024 hold for you and the band and everything else?
It's going to be a big year because besides our new single that's out right now, Breaking Up with Broken, that's actually a single from our forthcoming album. The album will be coming out either in late March or April of this year, and that's our second album. And we worked so hard on this. Some of the singles have been released, so some people out there might have heard them, a few of those songs, but the rest is all new, and even those singles have been remastered for this album. So look out for the Southpaw album. This is our baby, and I feel like every song on it I like, which I'm not sure if every artist out there likes every song on their album. Sometimes I think there might be some that make it onto an album that one band member is like, I'm not sure, but I love every song. So I'm really excited.
Awesome, awesome. So make sure you let us know about that when it comes out, and we'll obviously do what we can to promote that for you as
Oh,
well.
thank you. I will.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm assuming you'll be touring all year. Are you just touring in the States? And
So far, I would love to go across the pond. We've made a lot of connections in the UK since
yeah,
becoming Southpaw, and I find that country music is huge over there. Also in the Netherlands,
yeah.
we've made some great friends. We have a couple friends in Germany who play us. So I would love that at some point. We'll have to see what's in the cards. We do have some traveling happening where within the States, we're going to Florida, Nashville. There's a lot of travel involved with performing. So we'll see if we can make it all the way across.
That would be good. Come to the UK, and at least I can jump across
Yes,
and see you guys, because that would be absolutely awesome.
I would love it.
Perfect. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Paula.
I'm so used to saying us. There's used to be two of us. But this has been fun. It has been a lot of fun, and it's been so
You
good to
guys are
meet you.
amazing. And thank you so much for highlighting women in country because
Oh,
it's still kind of a man's world in country right now. And
yeah.
I love that you keep, lifting us up.
Keep pushing. Oh, totally. We will push you guys up as far as we can. Oh, one thing I want to talk to you about, actually, before we move on, the award you won last year. You
Yes.
won 3 awards, which is absolutely awesome. Tell us all about them.
So that's the Josie Music Awards, which is the world's biggest independent music awards.
Yeah.
And we were nominated for 7 awards. We actually came home with 2 awards,
Okay.
which was Country Group of the Year. That was the biggie. And then we won Modern Country Song of the Year for our song called Your Name.
Okay.
And that was, I almost cried hysterically on stage when we won that because that was such a personal song.
Yeah.
So for that to be awarded and just to think that it touched people that much, I freaked out on stage, could barely get my sentence out.
Awesome. Well, it's well deserved. So, well done. And yeah, keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
We all keep pushing women as much as we can. But, it's
I'm right there with you.
perfect. That's what we need. We need more women pushing women. And I
Yes,
love it when you get female artists coming to us saying, "Oh, you need to look at this person. You need to look at this person," because
exactly.
it's a field that we
There's
should be promoting each other, not competing against
right.
each other. Everybody's
We should
different.
be helping each other. The singer Pink, I adore her.
Yeah.
And I remember even back when she was starting, she said, I never understand women who tear each other down. She was like, if you're in line at a club and the girl behind you has a cool skirt on, you say, girl, I like your skirt, or something like that. And that always stuck with me. Like, yeah, lift each other up. There's no reason to tear each other down. It only brings you down.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. And you see in the male side, but you got all these bromances, and they always seem to, you know, drive each other. Where the women seem to have, you know, a pit against each other when you shouldn't be. You know, you're all in the same industry. You're all doing
Yes.
the, you know, the thing that you love, and no one's the same. You're all different. You've all got a different talent, so we should be, you know, we should be promoting it.
I'm really finding that, and especially through the Josie Music Awards and some people I've met in Nashville. I'm making some great friendships. I would adore Lee Newton, independent country singer. We might be doing, we'll see, a project together. So I'm definitely meeting more and more women who want to support each other and collaborate.
Yeah. I think the view we get from the outside is everybody's competing, but when you actually talk to people within it, there's a lot more support through it than
Definitely. There's way more support for sure.
Which is good. Just awesome. Which is a good note to finish on. So remember, keep supporting each other.
Yes, please.
So thank you very much for joining us, fans and everybody else. And good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you. You too, Paula.
Adios. How do I stop this? I don't know what I'm doing. How do I stop? Oh, there you go.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.